Hello, friends. How are you doing today? It is Friday. So that makes for a great day. I am so excited to be here with you again today. I had the chance to go to lunch with my husband, which was fun, except I did my hair all nice for you guys today. And then it was really windy at lunch. So I'm calling this the new like wind blown curl look, hoping it catches on above the beach wave look. So that is where we are. I enjoy having lunch on Fridays with him. It is a great time. I am so excited for you to join me. I am Becky Bunnell, owner of Luca Haven Design, which is a purpose-driven interior design company in Grand Rapids. And today we are going to talk about how do you create spaces in your home that cultivate connection. Yesterday, we looked at why connection is important, right? It's the fact that we were all created to have connection and to have relationship, and that by having that in our home, we're able to have those deep and meaningful, those rich relationships. And so today we're going to take that into how do we actually create these spaces for these relationships to be cultivated. And it all begins with the empathy exercise. Yesterday, we also went over what an empathy exercise is in the first place and how we use that tool to create these connection spaces in our home. And what an empathy exercise is really looking at you as the user and how you use the space, being very mindfully present throughout your day and understanding what actions are you taking in your home, what are your thoughts, what are your feelings with those actions. And so you can do that with a video, like a GoPro, and record kind of how you're moving throughout a specific space in your home throughout the day. And then you also can have a worksheet where you're just simply logging, I woke up, I walked to the bathroom, and then you write your thoughts and feelings. There may be none, but maybe you have positive or negative feelings. And it's once we pull this information together of how you're really using the space as you, the user, you're able to start connecting the dots to seeing how you can improve your space and really hone in on what relationships am I building in my home, and how can I then cultivate those even more in our home. Are there any gaps in our home that kind of hinder building those relationships? And that's where we're going to start today. So I hope you had time with your action step yesterday to do that empathy exercise, or at least try to start it. It will feel weird. I get it. It feels odd, but it's so many insightful things that you can get from it. So I urge you to actually complete that exercise. Today, when we start to talk about how we're actually going to create those cultivating spaces in our home, that's where we start. Where are those gaps? So, for example, you start your day, let's say you start your day in the first relationship that you work on is the relationship with you and God. You do your devotional. Does your home support that? Do you have a comfy space? Do you have everything you need to really cultivate that relationship deeper? Do you have a quiet corner? Do you want maybe a bowl of prayer requests? Whatever it is, does your home support cultivating that first relationship in the morning? And then as you go throughout your day, think about other relationships that you're cultivating. So for me, right, I get up and we'll have coffee. I'll have coffee with my husband. So does our home support that action of connection? Are we able to easily make coffee? Is there something we can change? Can we easily find a place in our home to sit down without kids bothering us so we can get a quick moment together? You know, we love being outdoors, so is there a space outdoors that we can easily get to in order to have coffee? And then you keep going throughout your day. You're on to breakfast. The kids are coming down. It's pandemonium. Does your kitchen support having your kids there while you're cooking breakfast? Does it support them in the discussions and the conversations that happen at breakfast? Does your home support maybe the conversations that you have while you're getting the kids ready to go to school? Does it need a calendar there so that you guys know what's going on and how you guys are moving throughout your day? And then you just keep going throughout the day. What relationships do you have throughout the day that could maybe your home could support a deeper connection with? And it's looking at these gaps and then assessing and brainstorming solutions for them. And that's how you really create those more cultivating relationship, cultivating connection into your home even further. It's looking at these. Not one answer is going to fit everybody, right? It really depends on your empathy exercise and how you move about your home. That's why this video is a little bit different. I can't just say, this is how you do it. You just do this and this and this, and it's like a checkbox. And that's not how it works. It really is dependent on who you are as a family, what relationships that you have and build in your home, and how can your home support those. And so you run through the same exercise, but now let's say you're welcoming guests in your home. Take yourself through those actions. You know, how do you welcome your guests? Is there adequate space in your entryway for them to take off their shoes or put their coat or maybe put their dish down while they're getting their stuff off? Is there enough space to get in the door while a kid sits right in front of it to take their shoes off? How does that space support welcoming guests into your home? The first point. And then from there, as you come in, are you able to easily get them a drink or offer them a seat? Is there a calming sense to your space as far as it may be cluttered, but not too cluttered that it gets distracting to having conversations together? How are your couches and seating arranged? Are they comfy? Do they allow for long conversations together that maybe don't end because you're just going deeper together? Do they feel intimate enough to have those bigger conversations sometimes that you have? Not all conversations are going to be big, but is your living room supportive of those big conversations? You know, are chairs pushed together maybe a little bit tighter? If you have couches, are they close enough to allow for intimate conversation? Or are they so far apart that you feel like you're yelling across the room just to have an easy conversation together? Are there enough seats for everybody? Do you offer food right away when someone comes over? Are you able to easily get that? Or is it kind of a burden to find the tray and then find the food and then part of it's over here and part of it's over there, and by the time you finally get to sit down, you're kind of stressed and exhausted and you're not open to really having and cultivating those relationships. So take a look at how you welcome guests in your home. What maybe are the thoughts and feelings of your guests? Ask them. That's part of the empathy exercise too. If you have guests and you want to cultivate that connection with them, ask them, what are some of the thoughts and feelings, raw thoughts and feelings you have as you enter my home? And let them answer honestly. Don't be offended, but have them answer honestly. You don't necessarily have to do anything with their answer, but take it in as information. And maybe you want to change the way that person thinks about your home. So maybe they say, oh, it really kind of feels dark every time I come into your home. Maybe you get a new lighting fixture, or you paint the walls a lighter color to reflect the light. Maybe you get a mirror in the entryway so that it reflects light. There's little things that you can do to change how people view your home in order for them to open up to further, deeper relationship with you. And this is how we bring specific spaces in our home to connect. It all starts with the empathy exercise so that you can find exactly how you develop relationships and then have your home support those. So your action step today, what are you going to do now? You're going to take your empathy exercise that you completed. You're going to start to look at your home. Where are those gaps? Where can you maybe improve just one thing to make your home more welcoming? Maybe it's making it more welcoming for your family and those relationships. Maybe it's making it more welcoming for your guests that you have over. What is the one thing you can easily do to help cultivate your connections in your home better and create a Luca haven for you and your space, because you matter and you are so worthy to have those deeper connections. So join me tomorrow as we talk about how we actually bring these spaces into our home. I like to just always end our, kind of 3 days talking about these topics with how we actually implement things in our home. I'm going to be trying to do it live. May have to do a recording as I'll be connecting with my kids. Not sure if the soccer game is going to happen or not. It's supposed to rain, so we'll see. But I might be tied up at a soccer game, so either I'll come on here a little bit later and I'll let you guys know, or I might do a pre-recording. But I will always be here to help you understand how we actually implement this. And as always, if you found this helpful, I would love for you to share it with others. We're always trying to build up this community. And then also, as you're going through these actions, send me a message. Ask me questions. Let me know how it goes. Comment on the videos of how it went for you. I would love to hear from you. I hope you guys all have a fantastic Friday and an even more wonderful weekend ahead of you. I will see you tomorrow.